If they think it's their idea, it's great. But if you tell them what to do, then they'll try and spoil it.
So you really have to sell it well.
Funny group of people. There we go.
You said it, not me.
Well, I've always been one.
Funny person or
a
Brit?
I've always been a Brit, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Apart from a few years when I was Australian. No, I wasn't. I've always been British. And they also like to wave at the camera when they're on the television.
I think that might be something that's relatively universal.
Is it?
I think that most people enjoy being on. Well, that guy might not enjoy being on the camera. He's looking around at everybody else.
But this is something you often see now on people's phones. Go Team GB.
Right. So is that an app that you can download?
I believe it is. I believe the young people know how to download that. I don't.
Right, exactly.
And it scrolls across. But I've noticed at Glastonbury, the big music festival, people were holding up and you could send messages to people back home saying, "Will you marry me?" or "I love you," and that kind of thing that romantic people like to say on their smartphones. It's a scrolling app. I don't know how it works.
That is probably as romantic as it gets too on a smartphone, isn't it?
Yeah, I would think so.
Just panning through the stadium. It's a beautiful place. It really is. Fast track.
So you were there last night. What were your favourite moments? I was commentating with Katrina.
I think it's hard not to look at David Weir. I mean, you get drawn into the excitement of the hometown team. David Weir winning 3, looking so impressive in the 800. I don't know that anybody can really come past him. It's funny that we're talking about David and Shelley coming into this as sort of, the representatives of the wheelchair side, and I think that the person who's running very similar to David on the female side is Tatiana McFadden, where she just has that speed that it doesn't look like anybody's going to come past her. And Peacock, he couldn't. The whole place was cheering for Johnny Peacock as well. So I got drawn into it.
So we've got the 400 metres, the T11 final. Macunda of France, Prado of Brazil, Silva of Brazil doesn't start, and Armando of Angola. Now that's a shame that Silva of Brazil doesn't start, and if he doesn't start, why is it that the next person in the qualifying couldn't have stepped up to the final?
It's a good question, and I don't have a good answer for that.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because to appear in a Paralympic final will be a lot of people's dreams. There's famous glasses of Lucas Prado, make him look a little bit like an insect.
With the Brazilian flag on his glasses.
With the Brazilian flag on, but it just looks like he's got massive blue eyes.
It does.
It is the flag.
And this is the T11 class, where you can see that the runners are wearing blindfolds so that there is no sight. If they have any kind of sight at all, they are not seeing that.
So just again to repeat that Daniel Silva we're expecting in lane 5, and he is not starting. So there's just 3 runners with their guides.
400 meters, one tour of the track, 1 lap.
Tour, that's a fancy word.
It is a fancy word, isn't it? All 4 letters of it.
And being a tour, of course, they have a guide with them, a tour guide.
Oh, well done, well done. I could see those wheels turning.
Yeah. Do you have those guides in America and they hold like an umbrella or a hat or something so that everyone in the party follows them? We have them here on like Jack the Ripper walking tours or something.
Oh,
so
we probably do. I'm sure we do. We don't have any Jack the Ripper walking tours, though, because that wouldn't make sense, right?
Do you have umbrellas?
We have umbrellas, not as much as you.
We have a lot of umbrellas. So it's the 400 metres T11 final. Complete silence in the crowd for the blind runners who need to hear their guides. And it's Armando of Angola closest to us, Prado of Brazil in the middle, and on the inside it's Macunda of France. And Armando of Angola absolutely flying in that outside lane. Waiting to see how this turns out, but Armando of Angola has gone off extremely quickly. Prado of Brazil quite a long way back, and Macunda of France struggling to keep up at the moment. But it looks like Armando of Angola is going to be ahead as they come round the bend here. The Brazilian Prado will come inside him a bit, but I think Armando of Angola, the guide just keeping him in the lane there, just having a quiet word with him. They're probably having to shout above the crowd, but the Brazilian's coming back at him. Prado of Brazil with those glasses on. Armando from Angola is going to get it, though. It's Armando from Angola, from Prado from Brazil, and Mukunda of France. And at the line, the gold medal goes to Armando from Angola. Prado from Brazil gets the silver, and bronze to Mukunda of France. It's a gold for Angola, and we don't often say that.
You don't. What a great race. He measured himself right to the line. You could see that he was falling apart in that last 50 meters. He was doing absolutely everything he could to maintain.
He ran it like a 200 meters, didn't he?
Oh, he did. He was trying to maintain any kind of form, and I don't know that he was actually maintaining any form. He was just trying to keep going, put the feet down. Your muscles can go totally numb at that point. You lose all sense of coordination, and it is one of the hardest things just to maintain that turnover and not slow yourself down, not go backwards effectively.
So Jose Sayovo Armando, 39 years of age, with a personal best of 50.75. His previous personal best was 52.04.
That's a big chunk.
So he's taken 1.3 seconds off his PB. That's phenomenal. Season's best for Lucas Prado. He did his best in 51.44. And Gauthier Trésor Mukunda of France at 28 years of age, 52.45.
You can see the guide celebrating. Armando's still trying to get a little bit of oxygen into his lungs and try to get rid of some of that lactic acid, I believe. There are times that you can finish something like that and your hair hurts.
Have you ever seen a race where somebody runs it like a 200 meters and then tries to keep going and literally does just tie up?
Oh, yeah. It happens all the time. And sometimes that is strategic on the part of the athlete, where you try to figure out, okay, well, I start relatively well. Let's see if I can do this and then hang on. And that's the challenge. It's you try to train specifically for the full 400 meters, and oftentimes you'll go out and you'll do 600 meters to train yourself to finish as well as you can. But that last 100 meters of the 400 for me, it was always the toughest part. Just trying to figure out how to continue to move forward and not just lose all form and all sense of
the muscles
power.
tighten up and you get the lactic acid and
you become totally uncoordinated. It's absolutely amazing. Everything sort of turns to mush.
And especially for these blind athletes, when they can't see how much further there is to go, they must wonder, is the guide telling me there's only 50 meters to go, or is he just sort of trying to soften the blow for me and there's actually 100 meters to go?
They're in a similar position to just about everybody, in that you're wondering, is the finish line ever going to come? Is this finish line ever going to come? And there are times that you feel great and you go right through the finish line and everything feels great. So this is the T42 100 meters. These are the above the knee amputees, which to me is really interesting, and we end up with a couple of different. So this is so Richard Whitehead actually is kind of an interesting case in this. Where
now, can I just declare an interest here?
Yes, I think you're going to,
because all of these athletes, you've been looking at them and you've known them. Richard Whitehead, I've been to his house.
No way.
I've been to Richard Whitehead's house in Nottingham, in Gampston, and I did a feature on him for the BBC. I met him at the BBC Sports Awards, interviewed him there. Went to his house, filmed him running, and an extraordinary chap. One of the strangest things I ever had to say to someone when I had a camera crew with me was, can I film you taking your legs off and putting your racing legs on? And he said, yeah, of course you can.
You don't say that to people most days.
No. So he's a above the knee amputee, and so he runs in a very straight-legged style.
His legs are totally locked out. So there is no knee in his legs, and you'll see that he starts slowly, which is one of the challenges for the bilateral amputees, the amputees with two blades, as opposed to one blade. Those with one blade generally start more quickly, and Richard will be hard pressed to catch up to the field.
Yes, he's a better
in this event.
He's a 200-meter runner, really,
and he won in the 200 meters.
He did win the 200 meters. Now he's actually a marathon runner, really, and he was hoping to run in a marathon at the Paralympics, but there isn't a marathon for his category, and so there's literally just the 100 and the 200. And he was furious about it because his dream had been to run in the Paralympic Marathon, and then there wasn't one for his category. So he said to me, so I picked the 200 metres to run in because that's the longest one, and it was more like a marathon than 100. And he went and did it at the World Championships, and he said he was in the changing rooms before the event, and they were all saying, I think so-and-so will finish, I think you'll finish first, and they thought he would finish 8th, and he won it, and he set a world record a few months later. So a phenomenal, when you think how different in shape a marathon runner is to a sprinter,
entirely different.
Entirely. So I don't think
it speaks to how great an athlete he is.
Yeah, so I'll be cheering for Richard. I don't think he'll do it here because it takes him too long to get going, and he's more, so the 200 is more suited to him. So anyway, that's who I know. You know more about this. Tell me who's going to win this.
I think it's going to be a tough challenge here. Shaquille Vance, definitely somebody who could be in it. We have the world record holder Earl Connor from Canada, but he's retired and then come back, so he's still trying to gain some of his form. I think actually I would go with the German, with Heinrich Poppel. Reardon looks good. The faster athletes are generally in the middle here.
Wojciech Siege.
There's Earl Connor.
And now listen to this cheer for Richard Whitehead. They call him the British Blade Runner. Oscar, of course, the original Blade Runner. Here's the Brit. He's a lovely bloke, actually. Smashing chap. Makes a nice cup of tea as well.
Which is always important.
Always important in a British house.
Yes, it is.
Made one for me and my cameraman. And Clavel from France on the outside.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough race to call, I think. So I'm gonna change over, and I'm gonna go with the old guy, just because I feel kind of partial.
He's changing horses midstream. Which
I am. So I'm gonna go with Earl Connor. I'm gonna go with the existing world record holder who's come out of retirement to come back and race.
Okay. So Connor of Canada in lane 7, and other people to watch out for: Poppau of Germany in 4, Reardon of Australia in 5. Siege of Germany in 6, and I'll be rooting for Richard Whitehead in 8, but I think it's he's the one standing up, but it'll be too short a distance for him, and away they go. And it's the Australian who's leading the way at the moment. Reardon from Australia, but on his left, Poppau of Germany. It's the Australian, Reardon, Poppau from Germany. What a great race that is. Heinrich Poppau of Germany just getting ahead of Scott Reardon from Australia.
Great race. Shows me I shouldn't have changed horses, right?
You were on the right horse and you jumped over just before they came out of the...
Sentimental favorite is what I went for, actually. Great race by Poppau. Great race to see as well. I mean, that was just an exciting race right from the beginning where everybody was packed in there.
It's a European record for Heinrich Poppau, 12:40.
See him just squeezing every last little bit of energy out of that race.
And Richard Whitehead, who came in second last, but you can just see he has a straight-legged running style. He's always going to be at a disadvantage, but he won the gold in the 200 because once he gets going, he absolutely bombs it. But at this stage, the Aussie was looking good, Scott Reardon, but Heinrich Poppau just comes past him here to get the gold medal for Germany. Silver for Australia. And Siege of Germany gets the bronze as well with the season's best, 12:52. Earl Connor, who you picked late in the day, came 4th ahead of the Frenchman.
It's a good showing, but I'm sure that's not what he's training for. We're getting closer and closer, aren't we, Jeremy, to the ultimate race of the evening, which
men's
will be the
400.
final race.
Yeah, the men's 400 metres, the T44. We've got 2 rounds of that. Couple of heats. We've got Oliveira of Brazil in the first one, and we've got Oscar Pistorius in the second one. Let's just enjoy this lap of honour for these 100 metres runners. Starting to get the Oscar messages through from all the South African viewers watching. Go Oscar, says Fee Giza, sending you luck from Durban, South Africa. Was watching Johnny Peacock win last night, against Oscar Pistorius, who was his big hero, and Arnaud Ferry was in the race. And someone sent me a message today saying in South Africa they say for Arnaud Ferry, Ferry's a jolly good fella. And I wish I'd known that yesterday. It would have made more sense when he was running. But there we are. Maddie Khalid says, late night of watching the Paralympics is beginning to catch up with me. Coffee isn't helping anymore. My eyes are tired, but I'll stay awake for Oscar. Go Team South Africa. And Stacey Kay says she's only just tuned in. How are we going to manage once it's all done? The discus continuing out there, just catching up with the field events while we wait for the big race of the night. 400 metres, it's only a heat, but it's Oscar Pistorius' favourite event. And he'll be hoping to overcome the disappointment of the 100 metres, which is a little bit short for him.
He did make a point, though, too, that he's broken 2 world records while he's been here. He broke the 200-meter world record while he was in the heats of the 200, won silver. And then with his team, which I think Oscar is the kind of guy who feels that his team is more important than he is as an individual, he broke the 4x100 world record as well.
And incidentally, if you want to see that 4x100 world record, it's on YouTube on our Paralympic Sport TV channel. Just go to youtube.com, put in Paralympic Sport TV as the channel, or you can go to paralympicsport.tv and it takes you straight there with all the highlights from London 2012. And now it's the victory ceremony. Looks like Seb Coe again. And is that Tanny Gray-Thompson?
Will be presented by Sebastian Coe, Chair LOCOG and Vice President of the International Association of Athletics Federations.
He's a pretty amazing guy, isn't he?
Mrs. Angela Hendra, MBE,
Angela
Chair
Hendra
of Disability Sport, Northern Ireland.
Big cheer for the Chair of Disability Sport from Northern Ireland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist representing the People's Republic of China, Liu Chengming.
Just while we've got the global audience here, people are always asking me, what's the difference between England, Great Britain and the United Kingdom? Well, Great Britain is England, Scotland and Wales, and the United Kingdom is England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. So technically, Team GB is Team Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Okay.
People don't understand that.
No, it's a great point.
I'll often be speaking in America or Australia or somewhere, and someone will say to me, "Oh, you're English. Oh, I've been to Edinburgh. Have you? Well, that's not in England. That's in Scotland." All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the silver
We're not so good
medalist
on our geography
representing
sometimes.
the Netherlands, Kenny van Fiegel.
England's the big bit. Scotland's the bit right up to the north. Wales is the bit off to the west. And Northern Ireland's the bit up in the top of Ireland. 4 very different countries, but all very proudly part of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
With the Olympics and the Paralympics, that's the first time I've heard that described. I think it's important for our viewers and listeners to be able to know exactly that. That's a great point. Thank you.
And then if you talk about the British Isles, that's the Republic of Ireland as well. It's British Isles.
Representing the People's Republic of China, Zhang Li Xing.
But of course the Republic of Ireland, a completely different country.
Right.
As the name Republic suggests, the Queen is not in charge. And the interesting thing is, obviously we compete as Great Britain and Northern Ireland, United Kingdom in a lot of events, but in football, soccer as you'd call it, we compete as England, and our fiercest rivals will be Scotland.
Interesting.
And so we would not have the Union Jack flag at any English football event. We'd have the red cross on a white background, the St George's flag, which people across the world have no idea what that is. But that's the English flag.
For the national anthem of the People's Republic of China.
You'll know this tune by now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Paralympic medalists.
So we're building up to the big event, the heats of the men's 400 metres T44 with Oscar Pistorius and Oliveira of Brazil in action. Let's just see what the tweets are saying. And once again, lots in from South Africa. Bry's are out tonight. We're waiting for Oscar, says Judith. Jean-Marie Van Sale says, you can do it, Oscar. Valda Theron, Oscar behind you all the way. Mo Phillips says, is it just me or are all the Paralympians astonishingly good looking? I think it's just you. Although Chris Waddell with me in the studio, he's a looker, I can tell you. Etresia says, go Oscar, we're behind you all the way from your hometown of Pretoria. Good luck from Vanderbilt Park in South Africa. From Nankasupra. Apologise if I'm getting these pronunciations wrong. James McKinder says, I think Oliveira will win. Once he gets into his stride, he's quick, but still supporting South Africa's Biscuit, Oscar. This is something we learnt last night. Biscuit means someone who's good looking.
Okay. Never heard that before, but it kind of made sense.
Yeah, I'd never heard it before either, but this is one of the great things about the Paralympics, is that we're learning a lot from other people's cultures. I've been spending alternate nights with an Australian and an American, and I feel like it's enriched me culturally.
You said that with a mostly straight face.
Mostly. There's Balaz of Algeria, who's just set a world record. 1,114 points. Hi to all the Bruce volunteers in the United States enjoying our coverage. Just a reminder, the man next to me is a world record holder, Chris Waddell, American Paralympian.
Oh, I don't know about that, Jeremy. I think that was a generous clock.
Well, the clock doesn't lie. Chante Leroux says, Oscar, Sydafrika is lief vir jou. South Africa loves you.
Well done.
Well, I expect I butchered the Afrikaans version, but South Africa loves you is what it means. Go, Oscar, go, says Judith. We're all behind you. And T. Spritz says China's currency will be going up with all the gold they're importing from the Paralympic Games.
That's pretty funny.
1,500 metres, T54.
I'm happy, Jeremy, that we'll finally get to hear our song. Not our song, but the U.S. song.
Do we have a song?
Do we have a song?
I had no idea, Chris. How romantic. The Star-Spangled Banner.
Who is accompanied by Mr. Jim Mosley, Managing Director.
Somehow I don't think that'd be the one you'd choose.
No. I'm happy with God Save the Queen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist, representing the United States of America, Shirley Riley.
Well done, Shirley. Now, of course, God Save the Queen is the British anthem, but the English anthem is Land of Hope and Glory.
Ah, so you guys have a lot of flags and anthems. And
yeah, but you see, Scotland would have Flower of Scotland and Wales would have Bread of Heaven.
Okay.
So England would have Land of Hope and Glory if they were playing a match against the Welsh, say. Tanya Ellis says, all the best to Oscar Pistorius. Can't wait to watch the race. Up late every evening. Go Team South Africa. From Go to Africa in Cape Town.
Ladies and gentlemen, the silver medalist, representing Switzerland, Edith Wolf.
Edith from Switzerland. Kayla James, waiting patiently to hear my tweet mentioned at the Paralympic Athletics. It's not happening. Well, I've just read your tweet saying it's not happening, but I don't know what it was about. But hello, Kayla. And Natasha Zulberg says, come on, Oscar, you can do it. Natalie made us proud. Now it's your turn to make us proud again. So Edith Wolf with the silver in the women's 1,500 metres. It was a great race. And here's the winner.
And Paralympic champion, representing the United States of America, Tatiana McFadden.
Well done, Tatiana. So
she's looking great.
She's had a great games, hasn't she?
Yes.
One for the future as well. She's only young.
And she'll be in it for the marathon, I believe, as well.
So she has a range of distances.
Range of distances, most definitely, which a lot of the wheelchair athletes do.
Ladies and gentlemen, as is customary, will those who are able please stand for the national anthem of the United States of America. Paralympic medalists.
Coming up for the photo opportunity, which this is a moment that's going to live for a lifetime, so great to capture it. Being an American, it's nice to see a couple of Americans on the podium to hear our anthem for the first time this evening.
Very somber tracksuits, grey tracksuits for the American teams this year.
They are, but the sneakers certainly, or trainers as you would call them.
Oh yeah.
Brighten them up a little bit, don't they?
Yes, they're very high on the Geiger counter, those radioactive trainers. So we haven't heard David Bowie Heroes tonight.
No.
Last night we heard it all the time. They seem to rotate the songs. Just
usually they stick with one, but
yeah. So this is Wang of China. He's already set a world record. Doesn't mess about. It's another big one.
Wow.
So you can see the judge goes in there and sticks a stick in at the point furthest back, and then there's a laser or some kind of electronic measuring device that goes back to the throwing position to measure the distance. The days of the old tape measure are long gone. And now we're out on the track for the 400 metres, T44, the big one we've been waiting for all night. It's only heats, and there's two of them. The first three in each heat, and the next two fastest will advance to the final. And there's the world record holder, Jim Bob Bizzell. Do you say Bizzell or Bizzle?
It's Bizzle.
Bizzle, Jim Bob Bizzle.
Bizzle.
And Blake Leaper, we've seen him a few times tonight, and Oliveira, the Brazilian who won the gold in the 200 metres ahead of Oscar Pistorius.
He's the big question mark, isn't he, in this race? He went so fast in that second 100 of the 200. If he goes that fast in the second 100, the third 100, and the fourth 100, where's he going to end up? But at the moment, as you mentioned, he has his personal best is 9 seconds behind Oscar's.
So Oscar's running in heat 2. There's just the 2 heats. This is the first heat.
Blake Leaper leaping around.
Is that why he's called Blake Leaper?
I don't know. That seems appropriate. Oliveira.
So we're going to call this one between Leaper and Oliveira. And again, just a reminder, you just need to get in the top 3 to get into the final. 3 from each heat will go through, plus the 2 fastest runners-up.
And according to qualifying time, Leaper is the class of this field. His qualifying time is 3 seconds ahead of the next fastest runner.
But I would refer the honourable gentleman to Oliveira in the 200 metres when, if you watch my commentary, I'm completely caught out, where suddenly this Brazilian comes from nowhere, and fortunately I've watched other people's commentaries and everyone's like, well, where's he come from?
Alone.
Where's he come from?
Somebody said that most of the photographers on the track missed him because everybody was focused on the inside.
Of course they were. They were all focused on Oscar Pistorius. So here we go. It's the men's 400 metres, 1 lap of the track. And Liu of China's gone out very fast in the outside lane. Oliveira's going well in lane 7. And down the middle, Jack Swift of Australia has now been overtaken by Blake Leaper of the United States. But it's Oliveira of Brazil and Leaper of the United States. And these were the 2 we picked out, and it looks like they're both going to go through. Who's going to... Well, it doesn't really matter who wins. They won't want to give too much away. They'll be just intent on qualifying.
I think there's just a question of how fast can Oliveira go, and Leaper is closing in on him right now.
And Oliveira, I think, is deliberately slowing down not to give away his hand for the final. Blake Leaper...
It does look like he's just jogging right now.
He is just jogging. He's had a look at the big screen at the far end of the ground. He doesn't want to give anything away to his rivals on how fast he is, and I think sneakily he'll be very fast once the final comes.
I think that's it, because he looked like he shut it down at 100 meters.
He switched off his engine.
He really did.
And he took it out of gear and just coasted in.
Interesting.
So that's Blake
Leaper ran 0.05 of a second faster than his fastest time ever. But it looks like Oliveira already had it shut down by the time he came off the turn.
So Oliveira runs in a very straight style. Leaper runs with his blades splayed outwards, with his sort of heels going out either side. Whereas Oliveira runs in a very straightforward style.
This is the one where there are just a lot of questions coming out of this, and Oliveira raised a lot of those questions in the 200 meters.
Yeah, I think he's
raising more questions right now.
He's run a canny race there. And I think he's going to be the man to beat. I know it's Oscar's event, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Brazilian's not going to once again be a real competitor. So Blake Leaper qualifies, so does Oliveira, so does Liu of China. Scendoni of Italy will have to wait and see.
And Oliveira was 1.5 seconds faster than his former personal best, coasting in, running a 300 of the 400, maybe just a 250.
So he's definitely a sub-50 runner, isn't he?
He is definitely a sub-50 runner, and it's just a question of, is he sub-50, is he sub-45, is he sub-44?
Wang Yanzhang. Wow.
Wow.
Well,
that was huge.
And you can see where the cameras are. That nearly hit one of the cameras, one of the TV cameras, and they're expensive.
If you hit the camera, that's generally a good sign, I believe, especially the cameras that are out there.
Well, he's happy with it. But the cameras are a long way back. They probably thought they were completely safe. And you can see how much further that lands than where they're expecting than the last line is. Well, it's just stupidly long. I mean, it's just a game-changing throw. It's the sort of throw that when they start saying, well, we'll have to change the discus, like in the javelin, when the javelin started going out of stadiums and they had to replace it with a different javelin. So 49.03, you won't be surprised to hear that is a world record.
That's 7 meters longer than his first throw. He's tapped into a little momentum here.
Yeah. And that was the winning throw. He's won the discus, Wang Yanzhang of China. Well, he goes over to the crowd, but instead of getting a flag from him, he's already got one in his back pocket. He gets it's the largest flag I've seen, I think, at the games.
It is. It's a big night for him.
It is.
That was a huge throw.
It's a huge flag.
I'm the champion!
Yeah, you certainly are the champion.
It might be the only English he knows, but he used it perfectly. Oh, maybe not.
Well, he knows quite a bit. So there's the result. Wang Yang Zhang, world record in the F54 category. Hani Anlakali, world record in the F53 category. And Lauri Balaz of Algeria getting a world record in the other category. So gold, silver and bronze. And world records to all three of them because of the different classifications. So Oscar will be out on the track shortly. Let's see what people are saying on Facebook. Barbie Vista says, go, Oscar, go, Scudyo Biscuit. Oscar says, Jacko, we stand behind you like we stand behind the Springboks in a Rugby World Cup final. Go, Oscar, you can do it. There is Oscar Pistorius. Nikki says, go, Oscar, let those blades tear up some tar. And Hestia says, congratulations to Ilza. So proud of all the South African athletes. There is Oscar Pistorius, whose personal best in this race is 45.39. Nobody else has a PB under 50 seconds.
So we're speculating that Oliveira could run below 50 seconds.
I think he has done privately. He just hasn't done it in public and done it as a time.
Nobody's seen it, and I think he's the big surprise. We'll see what happens with Oscar here.
So people all over the world have stayed up to see the greatest Paralympian ever, on the track anyway. I would say, would you say he's the greatest Paralympian ever? Yeah, on the track?
He probably is, though there are a lot of other people who could lay claim to that.
Certainly the most famous, isn't he, because of the fact that he's crossed over into the Olympics.
That's the biggest thing, and that's going to be the biggest question, I believe, coming out of this. I think David Weir broke the record for most medals for a track athlete at this games. So there are arguments to be made on a variety of different fronts, but Oscar has brought the spotlight to the Paralympics.
And he's certainly the poster boy of London 2012. And the crowd love him. You can hear the roar for Oscar Pistorius.
They do. Rightfully so. He's a great athlete, great spokesman for the sport.
But he's not the only one in the race, and all these guys are heroes. David Behrer of Germany. And you can see Ivan Prokopiev of Russia in lane 6. Not only a double leg amputee, but an arm amputee as well.
Now, I was talking to somebody, and they were talking about the blade issue, and that it used to be relatively easy, that the width of your arms or the wingspan was how long your blades could be.
Yeah.
But there was an athlete named Tony Volpentes from the U.S. who, like the Russian athlete here, didn't have arms as well. And so then what do you do?
I don't know, but they're away. T44, round 1, heat 2. Oscar Pistorius going in lane 4, and he's away to a very good start. But Sato of Japan also off to a good start in the outside lane. Here comes Pistorius now. And it's Pistorius, he's already up there with Prince of the United States. Oscar Pistorius in lane 4. And he's coming round the bend here, getting an enormous cheer from the crowd. David Beer of Germany in second place. And it's David Prince of the States in third place. Oscar Pistorius, though, is going to win this one. He's looking really
shut
good.
It down right now, though.
He won't be going for a world record here. He'll be shutting it right down. And he'll just comfortably ease his way into the final. This is his favourite event. This is the one he's trained for. 100 metres was too short. The 200 metres he got beaten. But the 400 is his event. And Oscar Pistorius safely through to the final of the Paralympic 400 metres T44.
He broke the world record in the 200 meters in the heats and then didn't run as fast in the finals. He's not going to make that same mistake twice. He shut it down, though that did break the world record. It just happened to be 3 seconds above his personal best.
So 48.31, he qualifies. That is a season's best for Oscar. David Behrer of Germany, 51.37 with a European record, also qualifies. And David Prince of the States qualifies with a season's best, 52.29. He looked very, very relaxed there, Oscar Pistorius, didn't he?
Just a day's work. Just getting to the finals. Finals, there's going to be a lot of talk about the finals here, though.
Now, from what you've seen there, it's between Oscar Pistorius and Oliveira of Brazil. And what we don't, the thing with Oliveira of Brazil is we don't know what his time is.
No.
Because he's just got a new personal best there, and he was shutting it right down.
Yes.
So, is it going to be heartbreak for Oscar again in the 400 final like it was in the 200?
That's a tough question to answer, because Oliveira, coming off of that turn, he shut it down so much, and we're assuming that he shut it down. And that it wasn't just a matter of that he got overpowered by the speed or whatever, that it was something that he couldn't keep up with. I mean, that's going to be one of the questions, but it looked like he was in perfect control and that he shut it down.
He shut it down. He wasn't tired. He wasn't injured. He was just not wanting to give too much away. And Oscar shut it down as well.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oscar did it in a more traditional kind of way.
For the men's 200 meters, T53. The medals will be presented by Sir Keith Mills, Deputy Chair LOCOG, who is accompanied by Mr. Mark Elborn, President and Chief Executive of GE, UK and Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist, representing the People's Republic of China, Zihao Yufei. Ladies and gentlemen, the silver medalist, representing Canada, Brent Lakatos. Gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing the People's Republic of China, Li Hu Xiao. Ladies and gentlemen, as is customary, will those who are able please stand for the national anthem of the People's Republic of China. Ladies and gentlemen, your Paralympic medalists.
So that concludes our coverage here from Paralympic Sport TV. Thanks to my co-commentator, Chris Woodell. Chris, what another great night.
This was wonderful. It's so exciting. I mean, great weather, great performances as usual, and something to look forward to with Oscar and Alain going forward in the 400 meters of the T44.
We'll see what happens with that one. Thanks for your company tonight, wherever in the world you've been watching. Coming up next on Paralympic Sport TV, a summary of the sports news.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's 400 meters T11. The medals will be presented by Sir Charles Allen, CBE, board member LOCOG, who's accompanied by Mr. Mark Elborn, President and Chief Executive of GE, UK and Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalist, representing France, Gaultier Trésor Makunda, and his guide runner, Antoine Lanieri. Ladies and gentlemen, the silver medalist, representing Brazil, Lucas Prado, and his guide runner, Letio Alves Martins. Ladies and gentlemen, the gold medalist and Paralympic champion, representing Angola, Jose Seovo Armando, and his guide runner, Nicolau Palanca. gentlemen, as is customary, will those who are able please stand for the national anthem of Angola. Ladies and gentlemen, your Paralympic medalists.
And so ahead. Your umpire is Neil Montfort from Australia, and the assistant umpire is Leonor Di Mario from Brazil. On to table one. It's the women's class 1 to 3 gold match, representing the People's Republic of China, Liu Jing and Li Chan. Representing the Republic of Korea, Jung Sang-suk, Choi Hyun-ya and Cho Kyung-hee. Your umpire is Sathi Satur from India, and the assistant umpire representing Great Britain, Ross Wilson, Will Bailey and Aaron McKibben. Your umpire is Marta Zilli from Hungary, and the assistant umpire Alawi Balgaif from Qatar. On table 2, it's the men's class 6 to 8 gold medal match. Representing Poland, Marcin Skrzecki and Piotr Grucin. Representing Spain, Alvaro Valera and Jordi Morales. Your umpire is Angelo Eitmans from the Netherlands, the assistant umpire Zhang Yingqiu from the People's Republic of China. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the bronze and gold medal matches in the team event at the London 2012 Paralympics. So table 1, we have a gold medal match in the women's 1 to 3 class with the People's Republic of China playing the Republic of Korea. China full of quality in their lineup. Liu Jing is the class 1 to 2 world number 1 and Li Qian is the class 3 world number 1. As for Korea, keep your eye out for Sang Sung-juk, who's the class 3 number 5 in the world. On table 2 is the gold medal match in the men's 6 to 8 class between Spain and Poland. Spain's Alvaro Valera is the Paralympic and world number 1. We have 2 British teams hunting for bronze medals this afternoon. In the class 1 to 3, Sarah Head and Jane Campbell take on Italy on table 3. And over on table 4, it's Great Britain against Germany. Will Bailey of Paralympics GB looking to add a bronze medal to the silver he won in the singles event. Now don't forget, if you want to follow our big screen match in even more detail, you can. There's live in-ear commentary available from former British Olympiad Golden Girl Alison Brough. Just purchase a headset. They cost £5 and are available from any of our programme sellers. An important reminder now, as a courtesy to our athletes on this most important of days, flash photography is not permitted inside this arena. So everything to play for, ladies and gentlemen. Bronze, silver and gold medals up for grabs. Put your hands together, make some noise. If you've brought a flag, let's see it. Let's hear it now for our athletes. It is the London 2012 Paralympic Games.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Alison Brough, your in-ear commentator for this gold medal team match, class 6 to 8, between Spain and Poland. It promises to be an absolute cracker. And of course, over on table 4, we have the bronze medal match between Great Britain and Germany. So this is the class 6 to 8 gold medal and bronze medal matches. We've seen some fantastic play so far in the competition. Poland thoroughly deserved their 3-2 victory in the semi-final. I witnessed it last night. And of course Spain went through against Germany 3-0. So coming forward, the team event consists of 4 individual singles matches. If the score is 2-2, the teams will then play a doubles match. The third member of the team can be included in the doubles. They might not have played in the individuals, but it can be included into the doubles. They can make their decision on the doubles right just before the match. So first match on, we have Valera from Spain against Skrzynecki from Poland. Skrzynecki played so well last night. He has a world ranking of 12 in the Class 8 against Valera, who has a world ranking of 1 in the Class 6. So there's a bit of a classification jump here. We have a Class 6 against a Class 8. The Class 6 has more of a disability than the Class 8. It goes from 6 to 10 in standing. But of course we do have the number 1 in the world here at Class 6. His disability is muscular dystrophy, which he was born with. He's a wonderful player with such great hands. Spain easily winning their semi-final against Germany. So here we have the first game. Of course, each game is a best of 5. I noticed in the Poland-Great Britain match last night, these Polish boys, they spin the ball so well. They get great depth on the table. Skrzynecki now with a 2-point lead. Again, using his spin backhand, accelerating his racket head through the ball fizzing up with topspin. Valera needs to stay close to the table, close his racket against the topspin, try and find the angles. Skrzynecki has a ranking of 12. He's won a gold medal at European single and teams, a silver medal at the World Championships in the singles. He has vast experience. Valera. Won a bronze medals in the Class 7 Beijing Paralympics, a gold medal in the Class 8 Sydney Paralympics. He's had a wonderful playing career behind him. Finding himself 10-3 down. And this best of 5 opening rubber. Wonderful spin on both sides of the table with his backhand and his forehand. Tends to drop away from the table, has very big reach, long arms, so manages to spin the ball with heavy topspin on both sides, backhand and forehand. So that's the first game. 11-3 to Skrzynecki. Over to the Great Britain-Germany match. Ross Wilson has secured the first game. He played so well yesterday evening, only 17 years of age, growing all the time in confidence. This is his first Paralympics. secured the 2 wins for Great Britain last night, is looking to add to that in the semi-final. Skirtsnecki already back this end of the table, keen to get on with it. Poles have got wonderful support here. Such a strong nation in the world of table tennis, producing so many top juniors now. Of course, they have the most famous Paralympian in their team on the women's side. Natalia, who did also played in the able-bodied championship Olympics. What a shot down the line. I noticed this last night with the Poles. They can play cross-court, they can change, just a little adjustment with their wrists, send the ball down the line. They play such attractive table tennis, always top spinning. Valera now 2 points up, 4-2. He's hurried out of that first game quite easily, 11-3. Doing better here, settled down. Keeps reminding himself that his heavy topspin is up against. Needs to close his back angle if possible. It's a little bit too open. Use the spin in the forward motion. So use the top spin that's been thrown at him. Get your back angle right and drive through the ball and make a counter top spin. That's what he needs to do. He's trying to do it. 5-5 now. Again, the heavy topspin ball from Skirtsnecki, winning him the point. Skirtsnecki was born with his left leg a couple of inches shorter than his right, but still manages to move well. I did notice yesterday he did tend to freeze a little bit towards the end of the games. Doesn't close out the matches as well as he starts them. Gets a little bit anxious. And this is what's happening now. Valera now 10-6 up to level the score at 1-1. That's wonderful play by Valera. Punches the air. So that's the second end to Spain. 11-6. Ross Wilson has taken the 2-0 lead. in the Great Britain-Germany match, so he just requires one more to put Great Britain in the lead. He's played so well, this young man from London, a full-time player now, based in Sheffield. We have such a young, exciting team for Great Britain in this class 6 to 8 classification. A lot of discussion going on between Valera and his coach, trying to discuss tactics. Lost the first game 11-3, steamed back with the second one 11-6. Wonderful lobbing rally. Oh, the Germany-Great Britain game. Ross doing the right thing, trying to drop the ball short. Got a bit dazzled with the lights. Back to the Spain-Poland game. All to play for now. In this third end, it's 1-1. You can see some Spanish flags now. All these teams so wonderfully supported. Each country seems to have at least 30 to 40 supporters travelling around for each individual athlete. So nice to be part of this Paralympics. The support from the crowds is just wonderful. All the different flags and colours. In all my years in the game, which is quite considerable, I've never seen such wonderful support. Anyway, back to the table. 3-3.
3-4.
Skertsnecke's had one of his little, where he just goes to sleep. He dominated the first game, had a bad second game. It seems to be coming to life again. In this important third game.
6-3.
Good service, side spin, back spin. Short to the forehand side. Pole now with a 5-point lead. Take a 2-1 advantage. What a wonderful change of direction there from Valera. Meanwhile, on the Germany-Great Britain match, timeout's been called. From the German coach, Ross Wilson now 8-5 up in the 2-0 lead. Valera on the black side of his racket, he plays with pimples, which will help him gain control against the heavy spins of his Polish opponent. Be able to punch the ball with the pimples, deaden the spin.
4-10.
He's not happy with this aggressive topspin game the Poles bring to the table.
5-10.
Good change of direction there, punching the ball down the line. Skrzynecki doesn't like it when it's played wide either side, doesn't move well from one side of the table to the other. Has dominated this third game, 11-5. Wonderful play again by Ross. He's grown in confidence every day, is Ross Wilson. Already number 4 in the world. Now has 5 match points to give Great Britain a start here in the hunt for a bronze medal. And that's the first game to Great Britain. Back to the table in the gold medal match. Spain serving. Must bear in mind that Valera is class 6 athlete up against a class 8 athlete. Even though he is the world number 1 in class 6, this is tough for him to go up 2 classifications in this gold medal match.
1-3.
Already 2 points down.
1-4.
I think he needs to stop serving long though. He's serving too long, giving the pole an easy opportunity to get his big spin in. Should try and serve a little bit tight around the net, 2 bounces. Then the Polish player would need to either flick or dig the ball back with backspin, instead of allowing him an immediate chance to open up with his topspin game. He's very, very comfortable, pace away, throwing up these topspins. Skrzynecki. If I was the Spanish coach now, I'd be asking him maybe Valera to serve a little bit short, look for an easier ball to punch wide either side. Try and get the big Polish player moving. Here we go. I wonder if this timeout is going to help the Spanish.
1-4.
As I mentioned before, Skrzynecki does get a little bit anxious towards the end. Had good chances against Great Britain in both his singles. Just finds it difficult to close the matches out. Let's see if it will happen in this gold medal match. From Valera, tried to flick the ball wide. This time the pole was there ready. Again, he's serving a little bit too long. This time Valera punched it with the pimples. On the Great Britain-Germany table, we have a repeat of the final. German managing to beat Will Bailey a few days ago. talking to the Great Britain coaches after that gold medal match. They were a bit disappointed. Will Bailey has won the last 6 of their meetings, but unfortunately the final of the Paralympics went the Germans' way. Has a very unusual style, covers the whole court with his backhand, which I can tell you is not easy to do. What a wonderful shot there from Valera, putting himself back into contention. That's exactly what he needs to do. Stay close to the table, punch his pimples wide either side. That time he was lucky, just caught the net, so now just 2 points behind. He was 5 points behind. Again, that was wonderful playing. Blocked the first shot well. Skirtsnetsky in with another powerful drive. As long as he keeps his composure, this Polish player. Oh, again, this time the last one with a bit of side spin, taking the ball away from the Spanish player. He really has played with a great deal of composure so far. Do bear in mind though, the Spanish player is a class 6 player against a class 8. It's quite a disadvantage. And there you have it. First match. 3-1 to Poland. Here we go then for the second match. And to the table for Spain we have Jordi Morales. He's 26 years of age. He is a Class 7 classification athlete. He has a world ranking of number 7 in this Class 7. He's up against Grudzian from Poland, who is a Class 8 athlete and has a world ranking of 10. I watched Grudzian last night. I was really impressed with the way he played. He has already picked up a silver medal here in London in the Class 8. So again, Spain are having to give away a classification. Spanish player is a Class 7. He's up against a Class 8 last night. Grudzian played so well against Great Britain. So he's full of confidence, having already won a silver medal. His team, Poland, in the yellow shirts, yellow-orange shirts. 1-0 up. It's looking good for Great Britain again with our poster boy Will Bailey already having secured a silver medal in the individual competitions. Started well, 10-8. Coming back into it though, this heavy spin on his backhand side. Evenly matched so far, 3-3. Morales, age 26, suffers from spina bifida. His hobbies are sports, cinema and the beach. His motto is pain is for a moment, glory is forever. He's so right there. He's trying to find glory for Spain here in this gold medal match. He's up against it. The young Pole brimming with confidence. He's already secured a silver medal in his individual competition. He now wants gold. Gold for Poland. Grudzian. Has a right leg shorter than his left by 10 centimetres. His left arm is also shorter than his right arm. His motto is, if you never try, you'll never know. Well, he's given it a good try at the moment. So far, he has a silver medal, but he wants gold. His team already one game up, so it's all looking roses for Poland at the moment. 8-5. That's a great high throw up serve. Throws the ball very high in the air. The higher the ball travels, it's very off-putting for your opponent, but the most importantly, on the way down, the ball gathers speed. Therefore, all you have to do is introduce a little bit of spin from your racket, and it just makes everything more aggressive. He brushes the ball underneath the ball. If he brushes the racket underneath the ball, that creates backspin slightly later in his service action. If he leaves it, he can create topspin and side spin. It's important that you watch the contact point of your opponent, contact point, and also the flight of the ball as it comes over the net. He does win an awful lot of points outright on his serve. So that's 10-7 now. One point away. In the first game. That ball touched the side. So he still has 2 game points. Will Bailey's doing so much better than they did in the individual final, which he surprisingly lost 3-1, and the 3 games he did lose in the final were quite easy. So already in this team semi-final he's doing better. Meanwhile, back on our table, the Spanish players brought it back now. Morales to 10-10. And that's the first game point, 11-10 in the pole. I was a bit distracted there by Greg Baker leaping out of his seat. Obviously delighted with Will's performance here. Such a shame he didn't manage to do it in the final, the Class 7, but never mind. Silver medal, still good news for Will. That's the second game, 11-2 for Great Britain. It's all looking roses today. Back to the gold medal match, 11-11. This is so important for Spain to keep within touch and distance of Poland. They're already 1 game down. Can't afford to drop 2-0 down. This gold medal match. Play by Morales there, switching the angles, playing down the line. Morales is age 26, has a world ranking of 7 in this Class 7. He is up against a Class 8 and is doing so well. So it's the first man to 2 clear points. Poland yet again, this is their 5th game point. And that's it, 14-12 to Grudzian. Had 5 opportunities there to take that opening game. 5th time of asking. Manages it. Meanwhile, Will is playing so much better, punching the ball from side to side. So difficult for the German to cover those angles. If you notice, he's only playing the backhand side. But the spin he generates is wonderful. Sometimes he brings in the element of side spin, but the majority of his shots are top spin. Top spin, heavy top spin, the length he gets on the table. In the final, Will just could not cope with the amount of spin thrown at him and didn't really do enough with the ball. Well, it's a different story here. He's using his superior speed at the table. Obviously, Will can play backhands and forehands. This German, I can tell you, he is so skillful. Absolutely amazed at how much spin he can generate. Anyway, back to the gold medal match. Nice short backspin serve by Morales, misread by Gudzian. Another wonderful serve followed with a third ball straight at the body of the pole. He just couldn't, in that indecision area. It was right under your elbow. Not sure whether to play a backhand or forehand. That's another good receive. Heavy spin from Morales. He's started off better now. 3-0 up. Recognising that Spain cannot go 2-0 down in this gold medal match. Gudzian is definitely had the tournament of his life here. Only has a ranking of 10 in the world. He's already secured a silver medal. Good spin from Gudzian. Both of these athletes looking to spin the ball to get a blocked return from their opponent, of which they can then drive the ball to the correct position on the table, the open space, or drill it at the body. Very common tactic in table tennis. It's a tight serve, a backspin. You get a backspin return, and then you look to open up with heavy spin, heavy top spin. Your opponent will then block the ball, so that's close his racket head to get the top spin back, and then that shot you can just drive through the ball. Yesterday, this tactic, the Polish team, they were just too good at the first spin ball. The Great Britain team managed to secure a 3-2 victory. Morales is doing better in this game. It's another backhand winner. He so narrowly lost the first game, 14-12. 2 points up in the second end. Playing the angle so well. This one was drilled down the body and then wide into the forehand. 7-4 up now. Meanwhile, in Germany, Great Britain, the German player has called his own timeout there. 8-9, already 2-0 down. Great Britain so close to a 2-0 lead in this bronze medal match. Back to the gold medal match. Spain with a 2-point advantage. I really don't think it's good tactic to serve long to these Polish players. They're so comfortable at spinning that first ball. You need to tie them up near the net, shorter serve, then punch the ball wide. Don't serve long. great. That was better. Serve short, spun the ball down the line. Spain 8-6 up here. Big points in this Germany-Great Britain match. You can tell it went Great Britain's way by the reaction of Will Bailey and his coach out of his seat. Oh, shot of the day there from Morales. The ball drilled at him, very fast, just reacted. And look at those scenes there. Will Bailey winning his the second end. Back to the gold medal match. Spain desperately need to get a game on the board here. That's 10-8. They need to be within touching distance of these Polish players. He was so unlucky in the first game, losing it 14-12. Can he get this vital, wonderful change of direction there? It's looking all Spain. Well played, Morales. It's the second game, 11-8.
I amb una bola una mica profunda. No sé, quan fa el cura aquí, què on juga millor? Jo crec que el millor enmig. Així és que al revés, em fa aquella paral·lela. Sí. Saps tu a paral·lela? Sí. Jo crec que millor al mig.
Here we go for this third end. This is so vital for Spain. Already 1-0 down. Morales has played so well to keep with this Class 8 Gruzian. Morales, 26 years of age, up against 21-year-old Gruzian. Considering Gruzian has one leg 10 centimeters longer than the other. He just moves so well. It's so going Great Britain's way at the moment in the bronze medal match. England's star Ross Wilson already 2 points up. Played so well in the semi-finals, securing 2 of Great Britain's matches in their 3-2 defeat. Brimming with confidence. He's worked so hard for his first Paralympics. He was born and raised in London. He's a London boy. His whole family are here to watch him. Gruzian now 1 point up in this vital second end. His high throw-up serve, followed by devastating forehand from his backhand side. Did that so well yesterday. He narrowly lost to Ross Wilson in the Poland-Great Britain match. That was too good for Will Bailey. Again, forehand down the line. This boy plays exciting table tennis. He's looking to change direction whenever possible. Doesn't always play cross court, will throw in a down the line shot. Morales hanging on in there. Just 2 points behind. Wonderful backhand down the line again in Poland. Meanwhile, GB now 10-8 up. If Ross Wilson can secure this game, that's a 3-0 victory against Germany and a bronze medal. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Here we go, the start of this fourth end. Gudzian from Poland already 2-1 up. Poland already 1-0 up. He's playing with such maturity. He's only 21 years of age. Throw up serve again, this time short to the forehand, again opening up the spin down the line. Morales needs to rotate a little bit more on his forehand side. More rotation will mean more backswing, which will mean more power. Using the top spin already put on the ball, you just angle your back, rotating through. Timeout being called. Better play from Morales there on the forehand, driving through the ball. Still 2 points behind, 3-5. He did the right thing, he played his backhand down the line. Pole moved too quickly, covered that angle. Gudzian now, serving 7-3. Another heavy backspin serve, short to the forehand for his Spanish opponent. Morales trying to keep the ball tight, trying to play a difficult receive, misread the spin. Over in the Great Britain game, Ross Wilson. having already secured the first, is 10-3 up in the second. He seems to be playing without any nerves whatsoever. That's 10-5 now. Poland to take a 2-0 lead. Great backhand down the line by Morales. The pole up to taking it with his forehand, so that's the second game to Poland, and now 2-0 up. Just need one more to secure gold medal.
3-5-7. Znowu jest taka sama sytuacja. Najważniejsze jest odbiór serwisu. Czekasz sobie spokojnie z tym odbiorem. Pół kroczku od stołu, czekasz sobie i wrzucasz, co się dzieje. Możesz poczekać, przebić to również. Z tamtej strony będzie atak, ale to jest taki, wiesz, nie rotacyjny, tylko pusty, strzelasz do stołu. To jest pełna luka. Podobna gierka. To jest środka, nie będziesz miał tak spinę i nie będziesz miał... Minutes. First game, Spain, Poland, Poland the serve. Love all. One, love. Love one. One, oh.
Here we go for the third singles match. Gudzian back to the table, having just secured the last match. Valera played in the first match, is now back to play his second singles. Poland 2-0 up, they just require one more for this gold medal. Gudzian following the same tactics as his colleague Skirtsnetsky, which is heavy spin. Skirtsnetsky won his games. Earlier on, using the heavy spin. Ross Wilson now, Great Britain table. One game away from securing Great Britain their bronze medal, but he's up against the experienced German. 2 points away now, 9-9. Expect a big reaction if Great Britain secure their bronze medal. Anyway, long way off yet. Still 2 points away. Oh, nervous block there. Needs to use the top spin. Drive through the ball. So much pressure on his young shoulders. Greg Baker out of his seat. 10-10. Similar story in the gold medal match. Poland already 8-5 up. Just need one more game for their gold medal. Eyes are drawn to Great Britain's game. Ross! That's the way to do it. Counter top spin, wide either side. So hard for Walmer. He's covering the whole table with his backhand. Wide either side. Yo! And there you have it, Great Britain's medal. Greg Baker out of his seat. How Ross Wilson deserves that. Anyway, back to the gold medal match. 11-5, and that's the first end, 11-5. It's so difficult for these athletes to concentrate. They're playing for gold and silver medal while all this is going on about them. So pleased for the GB team. They've worked so hard for this.
Love all. Let one all.
Now the excitement's died down. Back to the serious business of winning a gold or silver medal. Gudsian, young guy, but he seems so focused on the task ahead. Oh, that's good play. They really have been the class act of this 6 to 8 team competition. Polish team in the yellow banana-like shirts. Three now. Seems to be a slight controversy over that last point. Crowd loving Great Britain's bronze medal, and so they deserve it.
5-all.
Farrell, my co-commentator, of course, is the first to congratulate them, the star that he is. He was so unlucky not to be here playing himself, but has loved every moment of being here, soaking up the atmosphere. I do think he must be GB's biggest table tennis fan. He's watched every ball struck.
6-all.
Hopefully he'll be part of the team in Brazil. The second end. Very tight, 6-6. Valera desperately using all his skills to try and bring Spain back into this.
7-0.
Very tight, 8-all. Spain now, 10-8. Already 2-0 down. Really need to bring this game back.
9-10. Let.
Okay, timeout has been called. A timeout is where you have a minute's timeout, minute in length. It can be used as a tactical thing by either the player or the coach, just to break up the flow of the game if your player's doing particularly badly and you want to break up the rhythm of your opponent, or if the coach, if you see as a coach that there's a tactical thing you want to get across to your player. This one I think was to break up the flow of the game, as it's such an important point. 10-10. Everything is going Poland's way at the moment. Two-0 up. So tough for these Spanish players. They're both playing a class above, or even two. Oh, what a wonderful forehand cross court by Valera. He has such nice touch and feel. Oh, shot of the day for me.
No, yellow for you.
12-11 Spain. This is so important. The Spanish really need to get right back into this game. 2-0 down. Wow. What a battler he is. Valera, 29 years of age, world ranked #1. He made his senior debut in 1997 in European Championships. Has a bronze medal in the Class 7 Beijing Paralympics, a gold medal in the Class 8 Sydney Paralympics. This guy is class. He's creme de la creme. He's now in Class 6. And he's the world #1 at that. If anybody can turn this match around for Spain, it's him. He plays with pimpled rubber on the black side of his racket. He needs to punch with the pimples. He needs to serve short, not give his younger Polish opponent the opportunity to bring in his heavy spin game. Gudzian, he's so good at running around his backhand side and driving the ball with his forehand. So therefore, Spanish player needs to change the direction of his first ball. Not make the mistake of playing to the same place, because Gudzian will run round blind, which basically means he run round before Morales has hit the ball. Again, running round his backhand, taking his forehand early, driving the ball down the line. He moves so well, this young Polish player has really impressed me. Pole now. It's opened up a 3-point lead in this vital third game. As I explained earlier, the team event consists of 4 individual matches. If the score is still 2-2, we then bring in the doubles. The doubles can include any member of your named team. Quite often you will have a doubles specialist just sitting on the bench waiting for his big opportunity. This, of course, in Great Britain's team is Aaron McGibbon, who came in yesterday having not played in the singles, just took part in the doubles with Ross Wilson. You can have specialist doubles players, or it's a team thing in the doubles, communication. So obviously each team tries to include a doubles expert, as it can win you the match.
Let.
Pole now. 4-point lead. Five-point lead. Spain really need this game to keep their hopes of a gold medal alive. China have secured gold and Korea silver in the wheelchair competition. Poland now 10-3 to take a 2-1 game lead, only needing one more game to get their gold medal.
4-10.
Clever little serve down the body, the pole. Polish player now looking a bit anxious, just needs that one more game to secure a 2-1 lead. And that's the third end, 11-7.
Time. Game 4, Spain serve, level. Lap 1. 3-1. Three, two. Three, oh.
Three. Poland, of course, just need this one game to give them the gold medal. There's quite a lot of pressure on the young shoulders of Grudzian. He's already secured his silver medal in the individuals. He's a Class 8 player against a Class 6. That's a big ask of Valera. Even though he's such a wonderful player, he's playing 2 classifications above. That's a lot to ask.
Four, five.
Grudzian now 2 points clear. Wins so many points from his serve outright, or his first ball after his serve, where he quite often runs around his backhand side, uses his forehand. He's so mobile. Two unforced errors now. Pressure's starting to build. The hardest points in table tennis to win are the ones at the end of the game. Trying to close out the match, trying to be positive, play the right tactics without making unforced errors. Something that you learn to do. You try and focus on the next point rather than think of the end result. The end result, of course, for Poland is a gold medal. Doesn't get any bigger than this for these players. And so impressed with Grudzian. And there you have it, 10-6. One point away, Poland, for this gold medal in this class 6 to 8 competition. Let's serve. Spanish have put up a valiant effort. They did so well to beat Germany 3-0. The final's just been one step too far, and that's it for Poland. Big celebrations. Polish flags everywhere. Really tough for those Spanish players. They were up against it. They were beaten, well beaten, 3-0. So we're now down to the one table. Great Britain taking on Italy. This is Alison Bro signing off. I really hope you've enjoyed these gold medal matches.
Well, it's been a fantastic afternoon here, ladies and gentlemen. The People's Republic of China and Poland taking the gold medals, but we've got an engrossing match ongoing still between Great Britain . Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's team, Class 3. The medals will be presented by Mr. Bob Fisher, member of the Paralympic Order, who is accompanied by Mr. Neil Wood, Chief Finance Officer of LOCOG. Ladies and gentlemen, the bronze medalists, representing France. Jan Gwillem. Florian Merian. And Jean-Philippe Robin. Ladies and gentlemen, the silver medalists, representing Germany. Thomas Bruckler. Jan Gertler. Holger Nicholas. And Thomas Schmidberger. And ladies and gentlemen, the gold medalists and Paralympic champions, representing the People's Republic of China. Feng Panfeng. Gao Yangming. And Zhao Ping. Ladies and gentlemen, as is customary, will those who are able please stand for the national anthem of the People's Republic of China. Ladies and gentlemen, your Paralympic medalists. Coming up, the men's team class 1 to 2 victory ceremony at the London 2012 Paralympic Games.